guys, and welcome back to the Chaotic Kitz channel, where I, Michelle, document my life here on YouTube as I try to become a full-time author while also traversing the world of multiple personalities. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. But today we are going to be talking about burnout, some ways to overcome burnout, and kind of how I am doing that throughout this current stage of my writing life. So let's get into it. So, what exactly is burnout? Burnout is whenever you are mentally and physically exhausted from whatever you are doing and you cannot shake this feeling. This can come as writer's block for me, or lackluster work, or difficulty to concentrate, and feeling dread whenever you sit down. So that's definitely been how the last 2 to 3 weeks of my life have been going. Ever since I did the mental health video that got 122 views. I keep trying to push and push to just keep going, to keep going with a regular schedule, like my usual schedule. But here I am 3 weeks later, only written I don't know, maybe 2,000 words, maybe max. And I'm just I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. I'm depressed. I truly am depressed, and I know that's something that has to deal with burnout a lot. And I don't know what to do. So I literally Googled ways to get out of burnout, and I've got some tips here that I've got 4 tips that I have written down. All of which I think I'm trying to do in different ways, except number 4 because I am stubborn and don't want to switch projects. But let's first go into number 1. So number 1 is to take a break. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Taking a break is always nice because then I don't know how else to describe it other than you have all this pressure on you, and now you're just going to take a break, just relax. I think I'm doing that in the experience of I quit one of my jobs. So I used to work 2 part-time jobs, but one of the jobs I was just struggling staying in there for the entire day of work because I am somebody who has multiple personalities, but also I'm somebody who has conversion disorder, which is I have seizure-like episodes whenever I get stressed, anxious, and overwhelmed. Today I had one too. So I was just okay, maybe I need to just pull back on what I'm doing exactly. So I'm only working 2 days a week now, and I am working 4-hour shifts. Those I've been able to pretty much consistently work those shifts for about 3 weeks. So that's good. And another thing that's kind of plays into taking a break is step number 2, which is balance your mind. So they really recommend, I don't remember which website I found this off of, but they recommend meditation and stuff. And typically for me, meditation never really works out for me just because I have so much going on in my head, I can never just fully just let everything shut off. It's hard for me to go to bed some days because of my multiple personalities. There's always just chit-chat. Sometimes there's alters screaming because they want to and stuff like that. So there's just always chaos happening. But what I have figured out, or what I enjoy doing for meditation, is going to walks. I like to play Pokemon Go when I go for walks. I have a little loop in town where I live that I do, and then I also go a mile out and a mile back in. That's kind of my walking scenario. I really enjoy it. Well, I don't know if really enjoy it's the right word, but I enjoy it because half the time I am playing Pokemon, the other half of the time I'm just listening to YouTube videos, but also enjoying the scenery around me because it's been really nice outside. but like I'm just stopping. I try to stop the noise as much as possible, and I've learned that for myself, like being outside is what makes the chaos stop, or at least an attempt to. So that's one way I would do meditation. The other way I do meditation is, so I'm trying to get back into my faith. I am a Catholic. I have been kind of falling in and out of my religious status. It's like, I feel like this is just the excuse of the day, but it's because my multiple personalities. There's some that are like anti, not necessarily, they're just anti-religion almost. There's one that's very much like against it, and he is our protector, or one of our protectors. So it is hard whenever like we sit down to pray a rosary, and sometimes in the back of your head you'll just hear like, we shouldn't do this. What's the point of doing this? Like just questioning things, and it's hard, like I'm trying to be like, I don't know, like how do I put this? Like I'm trying to be like as like respect I don't know, being respectful of my religion and being respectful of my beliefs, but it's still, there's those small altars or the protector who is just like, I don't believe in this, end of story, I'm not gonna listen to this BS kind of thing. So it's, that meditation is a little harder to do, but we have figured out that we do it at nighttime, like pray the rosary at night, and he's usually a little more chill. I think I don't want to put words into his mouth. I would think that he's okay with doing it at night because night is our routine, or like, well, it's late evening. But that's us getting ready for bed stuff, so yeah. But so those are two ways that I'm finding meditation helpful, by going out for walks and also praying the rosary. Number 3 is to be an editor for a while. So I guess I am doing this too. I have been, so book 17 has been a struggle for me for the last 3 weeks. I even sent an email to my editor being like, I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to have a book out to you until school year next year, just because I can't do it right now. And she was like, yeah, I completely understand. I can't wait to hear back from you. And so that's exactly what I'm like. I'm just taking a break from writing, and I'm like, I am doing a little bit of editing. Like, so I'm at 2 different stages of edits. One is I'm editing book 7 to get that ready for publication. That I'm only working on for maybe like a week or two, throughout the month. Next month I will be doing the beta feedback and stuff like that. But the other book I'm editing is season 3. So just season 3 in general. Book 17 is part of season 3. I edited book 15, added like 700 words to the story. Editing book 16 right now. Already added like 1,000 words to it. And I'm not even done with it. So I'm doing editing in a different way, and as I'm editing, I'm also thinking like, okay, what am I going to do moving forward with the series? Which I know I probably shouldn't do, but like as you write and create, you're like, for me at least, my mind just keeps wandering like, oh, this is how to keep going on this path or this path or this path, So it all makes sense. And then number 4 is write a different project. That one I haven't done. Not at all. Even though I do have 2 other pen names besides Shelley's, I am pig-headed and stubborn and don't want to write a different series. Because I like to just, like, I don't know. I can come up with so many different excuses, but I don't want to end up working on one project and then completely forgetting about Bugstopia. Which I don't think will happen, but it's a thought in my mind, and it's an honestly scary one, because I'm like, I have to create Bugstopia because that's the one that's closest to be released, but I'm also like, Grace's and Maris's worlds are just sitting there on the back burner getting dust. They're not even on. They're just on the back burner, like, collecting dust, and I'm like, I need to work on them. So yeah, that's what's been going on. And yeah, I don't know what else to say other than yeah. So those are some like ways to fix burnout. So you can take a break, you can do some meditation, you can be an editor for a while, and then also just write a different project. I'm going to go back to editing book 16, finish that up. I'd like to finish that up by the end of this month. End of this week. And then next week I'll be editing book 7. Then the week after that I will be hopefully getting back to writing book 17. So I've got 2 weeks to just do nothing. Well, not do nothing, but like do the bare minimum for me. So that's the game plan. I hope this video of talking about burnout and stuff can help you guys. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.